Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon TCG Pocket video here on iStarly TV. Today we have a brand new deck featuring double Eeveelutions. These are the two Eeveelutions that made their debut in Triumphant Light. We have Leafeon and Glaceon, and as you can tell I was really lucky and I opened a full art of each of them, which is pretty insane. I also opened the other super rare Glaceon card. I don't know what those treatments are called, but either way, I hadn't opened Glaceon for like pretty much the entire set. I never opened a Glaceon, and then in the past week I opened like two, so it's pretty insane. But anyway, it kind of looks like a weird deck, and maybe it is, but the goal of the deck is to play both Eevees just for fun. And I would play 2 copies of each of them, but you can only play a maximum of 2 Eevees in the deck, which means if we were to play 4 of the Eeveelutions, it could get really awkward where maybe we have both Eevees in play and we have like 3 Eeveelutions in hand, and obviously we're not able to evolve all of them. So sometimes it can be a little wasteful, but the goal of the deck, like I said, is to play both Eevees and to kind of use Leafeon to sustain itself, but also to put some energy onto our other Pokemon, which can be pretty useful. And as you can tell, we're playing only water energy, which lets us play something like Palkia as well as Irida for healing. So looks like a really fun deck. We're going to try it out. The rest of the trainers I think are pretty self-explanatory. We have Potion for more healing, Pokeball to find those Eevees or even Palkia. Communication is good because we can throw away, if we have like an extra Eeveelution, we can throw it away to try to find like Palkia or something in the late game. Rocky Helmet, because personally I've been loving Rocky Helmet more than Cape, but you know, there's definitely situations where Cape is good. And then we have Double Research, Sabrina, Dawn. Dawn is also good with Leafeon as well because you can move energy around. And we have a Misty. Maybe I should be playing 2 Misty, but obviously not all of our Pokemon are water types, which is why we don't want to play too many Misties. So that's the deck. It's a little bit of a weird one, but we're going to see how it does. I've just wanted to try a deck like this in a while. And since I just opened this awesome Glaceon, I haven't even gotten to play it yet. So this is my first time actually trying Glaceon. I do really like Leafeon in this set, even though maybe it's not quite as good anymore, because obviously the best decks in the meta are things like the Arceus deck, and I guess Leafeon's good against Rampardos, but even then, Leafeon itself is kind of awkward sometimes. But anyway, let's get to some games and see how it does. We've got an opponent, and yeah, they've got some cool emblems. The new set, by the way, is coming out in a few days, so maybe I'll do one more upload before the new set drops, and then, of course, one more upload with a new deck, and then this meta will be obsolete, because there will be a bunch of new cards. This hand is kind of rough, honestly. We have Pokeball to find either another Eevee or Palkia, which is kind of cool, but we really want to see those Eeveelutions as soon as possible, I think. Also, I didn't really talk about this, but I'm running 2 different Eevees. There's like 6 different Eevee cards, I think. Like 2 or 3 of them do exactly the same thing, but then there's like 3 additional ones that are each different. It's really wild. I guess it makes some amount of sense, but each of the Eevees is like not that great. This Eevee is capable of doing massive amounts of damage. Of course, it's very coin flippy though, so that's where, that's where the drawback is. We draw Palkia, and we did draw Glaceon as well. I'm going to go ahead and put the helmet onto Eevee. Also, we're playing against a Pikachu deck, which is really funny. You don't see those anymore. Pikachu, as a deck, seems like it's kind of dead, especially because of the prevalence of the fighting deck with Lucario and Rampardos. And of course, pretty much everything in the Pikachu deck is weak to fighting. So I think actually Zapdos might be weak to electric. But either way, Pikachu is not very good anymore because of those decks. I mean, also, if you look at Pikachu, it does, up to 90 damage for 2 energy, and Arceus can do up to 130 damage for 3 energy, and it's a little bit more reliable, so I don't know. Either way, Pikachu's still fun, I guess, but it just doesn't have a great place in the meta. My opponent loads up their bench right away, so what can we do here? I guess we evolve? But they're going to do 90, which is actually pretty rough. Guess we'll put a second Eevee in play. This is actually rough, honestly. We need to find, like, Misty. But obviously, Glaceon gets to tick away at Pikachu's health, which is pretty nice. We kind of need Misty. Wow, my opponent's also going with Magnezone. That's insane. I guess that works in a Pikachu deck, right? So they're going to do a lot of damage here. They take 20. And then they're going to take 10 more here. There's research. Unfortunately, this is super awkward. So our Glaceon's dead here. But it's going to do some chip damage. There's Leafeon. I guess Leafeon, huh. Guess I'll put the energy on Leafeon. We wasted an energy on the Glaceon. I guess I should have seen that coming. I should have thought far ahead, but yeah, that was kind of awkward. We are going to be able to knock out the Pikachu with Leafeon unless my opponent has like a trainer or something. And if they have a Magnezone, that's also pretty bad. Yeah, so they knock me out. They go down to 50. We go into Leafeon. We put enough energy onto Leafeon to knock Pikachu out. We also get 2 prizes. So at that point, we're tied for our prize points. But then, of course, my opponent could have the Magnezone. If they have Magnezone, we could be in trouble here. And they probably do. So let's start with this. We've drawn both Eevees. I guess this Pokeball only finds Palkia now. But honestly, I don't think I even play it. Because if they have, like, Sabrina, I'd rather go into the Palkia with a Rocky Helmet on it. So let's go ahead and hit for 70, knock them out. And just kind of hope that they don't have Magnezone. Magnezone would hit Leafeon down to 30. So we would, at that point, we would basically we would require Misty in order to even win the game, in order to have any chance of winning this game. There's communication, so they're probably going to find Magnezone here. Pretty scary stuff. Okay, that's not Magnezone, but they could still have it. If they don't find Magnezone, I think I probably win. That's a good sign. It could also hit me for 60, okay. Oh yeah, that's important, because now... Okay, they do have it. I was going to say, that's important because now even if they don't have Magnezone, they could still knock me out the following turn. It's not going to be enough, right? Energy. We're 1 energy short. I mean, we have to retreat. If they have Cyrus, of course, with my luck, they do have Cyrus. Okay, well, we have to Frost Breath first. Put it onto Palkia. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. It has to be a grass Pokemon. I'm so dumb. I forgot about that. All right. So we retreat because we have to. We go into Palkia. I mean, it's fine because we would not have been able to hit them for 150 this turn anyway. So now we can Dawn. Oh wait, actually that is important. I guess we still need Misty. Yeah, I guess we still need the Misty. Okay. Kind of awkward. I guess that's like, I guess the whole deck doesn't really work the way... I always forget with Leafeon that you can only put it on grass Pokemon, so... Yeah, I always forget about that. So I guess the deck doesn't really work the way I thought it did, but it's still nice to have, you know, it's still fun to have both Eeveelutions, and, you know, in a water deck, you're typically weak to the same thing, and so basically all of our main Pokemon have different weaknesses with just one type, which I think is pretty helpful, because it means you're not weak to just one type. We're going to win if we find Misty anyway, and if we don't find Misty, we're going to lose anyway, so them retreating there didn't really matter. Oh, we found Misty. Okay, well, it's still not over yet. We just need 1 heads. That's it. Just a single heads here. And we win this game. Oh, God. No! No! Oh, my God. Okay. I can retreat into this second Palkia. I don't think I can win. Oh, that's... Hey, you know, I think there's some people watching this video who are really happy about that happening, because I know there's a lot of people that absolutely hate Misty, and hey, I'll be honest, when you play against a Misty and the opponent gets like 5 heads on turn 1, yeah, it's terrible. I'm just going to concede because we lost already. Our opponent doesn't need to do all this. But you know, when you're playing Misty, it can be exhilarating. And maybe I deserve that. It's just really funny that I said the one card I need to win the game is Misty. And I drew that one card that I needed. And I lost the flip. Literally, it was a 50-50 chance at that point. If I got heads, I win the game. If I got tails, I lose the game. So pretty funny stuff. I'll take it. That's pretty hilarious. Let's go to game 2. Opponent found. Nice. That's pretty funny. It's funny because they have a Pikachu icon and then the Pikachu emblem, and that's all. Is this Dieter? Furtrope Dieter? What? I don't know. Does anyone remember Dieter? Okay, how do we play this? Can play Eevee. I'm gonna play Eevee first. I don't know if that really matters. And then we can Pokeball, and if we find like an Eevee, we can shuffle it away with communication. My opponent's playing a Lake Trio deck with Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie. Presumably. These decks are cool, but also, like, it's hard to make them work. But we'll see how this plays out. So they miss on the slab. Guess we just do this anyway. I think I will just shuffle away whatever we hit off the Pokeball, because this lets us potentially find an Eeveelution, which can be helpful. And there it is. Okay. Oh, we cannot evolve yet, of course, but we could win the game this turn. We could potentially win the game this very turn. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll take what we can get at that point. That's funny. However, if they don't play another Pokemon, we can win the game this next turn, because we get to play Leafeon, put an energy on it, and then use its ability to put another energy on it, and then knock them out. It's pretty likely they'll have another Pokemon, though. Yeah, here's another slab. Let's see if they hit. They don't. That is so awkward. Yeah, like, this deck is really cool. I love these Pokemon, but unfortunately, it's just kind of... It just doesn't really work the way you want it to, sadly. They do have the Mesprit, and this is the main card, because it can do 160 damage, which is insane, obviously. But we're about to knock out... Of course, in order to do 160, you need all 3 of them in play. And we're about to knock out one of them. So we're just going to set my opponent back so much right now. There's that Eevee again. Put the energy on Leafeon. Remember, you cannot put the energy onto your water Pokemon. And we don't have any more communications, so I guess we might as well just play this Eevee. And then... I'm going to save the helmet, because I'm not really sure where I want to put it just yet. We don't need to put it on Leafeon, because my opponent's not going to attack me this next turn. So they're not going to be taking the 20 damage from it, so I might as well just kind of wait. They could have, like, Sabrina, and that would also be fine. Once again, we set my opponent back so much, because now... they need to find another Azelf, and then they also need to find Uxie. So it's going to take them a little while. And they already used both slabs and didn't find anything off of them, sadly. I mean, I'm assuming they're playing 2 of each. Maybe they're also playing like a Giratina or something. So I feel like they have a good amount of Psychic Pokemon in their deck, which obviously increases the chances of hitting off of the slab. But we'll see how this goes. I mean, they need something here. They need like a Cape or... another Pokemon in play or something. Otherwise, we're just going to knock them out. And I mean, in all honesty, I love Leafeon, but it's weak. Oh, that's cool. Hey, that's a cool one. That gets to put it right back into play. That's pretty awesome. But I was going to say, like, I love Leafeon, but it's weak. And here we are one-shotting all of the Pokemon in their deck. So, again, it just doesn't really work the way you want it to. I mean, these are cool. I just wish these were better. Why do they have to have 70 HP? Couldn't they have... Would 90 be too good? Probably. But the fact that you need all 3 of them and they all have 70 HP is just, like, so bad. Let's potion away that damage, helmet, and then start loading up energy onto Palkia. Really awkwardly here, we are missing out on an activation of Leafeon's ability because we don't have any more grass type. I guess I might as well put it on Leafeon itself, just in case we need to retreat or something, but yeah, that's awkward. And we get to knock out Uxie. My opponent put Azelf back into their hand, but they did not play it for some reason. But I mean, yeah, we're just kind of plowing through them at this point. Sadly, this deck is great. It's cool, the legendary trio deck, but I just wish these Pokemon were better. Like, maybe, like, do you need to discard all the energy from Mesprit in order to make it balanced? Like, maybe they could just make it where you don't have to discard. Although maybe that would be too good. You just fire off 160s every turn. But they're already weak. Like I said, they died a one-shot of Leafeon. That's not very good. But yeah, that's the deck. We got to show off the deck in a couple of silly games. We kind of learned our lesson about Leafeon, but I still like the ability to play both of these Eeveelutions. It offers a level of flexibility for the deck. Maybe you could go 1-1, like 1 Leafeon, 1 Glaceon. Maybe you could go 2 Glaceon, 1 Leafeon. I guess at that point you might as well just be playing a water deck, is that right? But again, Leafeon just adds something unique to the deck. Like, Leafeon is a self-sufficient Pokemon that can do decent damage. 70 is not amazing, but you can get it going pretty quickly. And as you saw in that second game there, like, we really were doing a lot of damage decently quickly. So yeah, I still like it. And maybe this deck is not all about logically being good, but it's at least fun, and you get to kind of show off a couple of fan favorite Pokemon in Leafeon and Glaceon. And really beyond that, anything goes. I thought about playing Manaphy, but then I was like, I just want something that can hit pretty hard. So Palkia's pretty good too. And then the trainers are pretty balanced. Like, you can play a lot of different things with the trainers and just have fun with it. So this was a really fun deck. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please leave a like and please subscribe for more TCG Pocket videos. Of course, we've got new cards coming out this week, just in a few days. I'm extremely excited about those. I will definitely be playing and building decks once those launch. And I hope you're excited for that too. Let me know in the comments what you think of this deck and how you would improve it. And I'll see you next time.